Hello, in this video we are going to go over how to make that piece that connects our Mohawk to our helmet, and we can look at the reference and you'll see that it fits snug on top. That'll probably be the hardest part to get this right, and it also has a little bit of an inset for the Mohawk to go into. So let's go to Maya. So the easiest way to do this to make it so it matches your helmet really nicely is to generate our mesh from the geometry that's already there so that it matches perfectly. So I'm going to duplicate my geometry, my helmet there. I'm going to hide the original, and what I'm going to do is add an edge loop that goes here, but I want to make sure it's the right width. So I'm going to go to my front view, hit 4, and go to my insert edge loop and find where I think I need to reset my edge loop tool. So I'm going to go do my edge loop tools, reset it. Now I'll be able to try to match that. So you see how it's kind of bowing? To fix that, we can do equal distance and then start on that side and see how it's like more of a straighter line. It's equal distance from that edge loop that's in the center. So there. And now that's a pretty good line. Let's just double check. That looks good. And now I'm going to look at my side view. Just take a look at this. 4. And I'm going to add an edge loop right there. And I'm going to add a edge loop right there. So I'm doing that because I'm just trying to find the place where to cut out this piece. So I'm going to select that and that. And now I'm going to select everything else. Oh, I don't want this piece. There we go. And I'm going to hit Shift and left click and drag over it, and that will invert my selection. Now delete. Okay, so now we have a base strip to extrude from to make that piece. So let's go to, let's select all the faces, and then let's go to the side view and extrude from there. Extrude face and extrude out, up, this. So a thing that we're going to have to fix now is this isn't flat on the top, so we'll need to fix that. So I'm going to isolate, select it, and the easiest way to do that is by deleting the edge just on the top. So select this one and then double click that and select each end, and then I'm going to delete edge. And let's see how that made that flat. And now I'm going to use insert edge loop tool, and then here there's multiple edge loops. I'm going to set this to 1, and this will make it so that it will evenly put it right in the center. You can have more than one. This basically gives you the option to add a ton of edge loops, but if you just set it to 1, then it will put one right in the center. And then I'm going to use multi-cut to connect this to this piece, so we don't have n-gons on the ends. There we go. Now we have a nice little piece. Okay, and now we will start nudging these verts. So go to the side and trying to get these to be lined up with our reference. 4. Okay, like that. Okay, now look at the front. and that is wide for some reason. So I'll have to fix that. So it looks like it widened out, like it's splayed out. So what we can do is select just the top. Oh yeah, it did. So let's select just the top, like this, and we'll scale it in to the front. And then I'm going to scale it in the center like this. There we go. So now that looks good. 5. Yep. So the next part is we need to find a way to have this go in the center there. So I'm gonna add some edge loops. Oops. So we need to set the edge loops to be equal. Would be a good one, because then it'll be even. It won't try to average out those edge loops. There we go. And right there. And right there. That looks pretty good. Now we'll just extrude that down. So I'm going to isolate that and select these and extrude them. So something like this is fine. Yeah, I think that looks good. And let's just double check to see how that's fitting with everything by unhiding this piece. You see how it fits nice and snug on there? We didn't have to nudge those pieces on the bottom because that takes quite a bit of long time to get that to line up. But now that's perfect. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.